Yeah, I mean, look, I do want to get into the conversation, keep it a little light. Are we beginning this now?
Yeah, we can
All
start
right.
it up.
Yeah.
So
So
let's switch it up. Hold on. Give me one sec. All right, go ahead, rock out.
yeah. So like I said, when I told you when we started DMing, I couldn't. It'd be one thing if we were just having a conversation, but your channel has really been doing some kind of weirdo shit when it comes to me, right? And I don't know what it is or how you want to address this or just what it is you got to say to me. You know what I mean? But
Well, in what sense?
like Director X's fake Afro personality, director, all these little videos you've made of me.
Mm-hmm.
You go, oh, he's not. He's really Swiss. Like I'm hot. Like I don't really understand what that is. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Or how you want to bring. Like I didn't watch the videos. I saw the clips.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember seeing in my comments, oh, he's really Swiss. He's just some privileged Swiss guy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
So,
what's up?
is that factually incorrect?
No, bro, but it's not a secret. But I'm wondering, what you tell me what it is your problem is with me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't have a problem with you. My thing is the problem of what you represent overall. That's my problem. My problem is how you represent, I would say, media, entertainment, and what you represent overall. Your show is probably one of my biggest problems, but you are obviously tied to your show. And we'll get into your show. But if you're taking YouTube as a personal attack, then you probably shouldn't be watching YouTube videos because it's not a personal attack. It's an attack against what you represent. It's an attack against what your show represents. That's what that is. And I've told you that before. I said I don't understand. I think you probably don't get the YouTube game, which is fine. I don't get the mainstream game, right? I'm not going to pretend like I understand your own personal side. But when it comes to the YouTube game, obviously things are going to be very exacerbated. Thumbnails are going to be extreme. Titles are going to be halfway in all caps. I get that you don't understand that and you might take that as a personal attack, but that's not what that is. So again, we could talk about your show. We could talk about what that kind of represents overall, but you can ask whatever question you want. Go ahead.
Yeah, but then so what are these videos about then? It's about, what I'm saying, what are you saying about my Swiss half? These aren't secrets. I'm very comfortable in my mixed raceness. I'm very comfortable in my light skinnedness. You know what I'm saying? Like these are not secrets, and no one's confused. But I remember seeing 3 videos, like my fake Afro personality, and the one where like I fooled my community. Like, are these little jokey things for you, or what is that? You know what I mean? Because, like I said, Dred, and I've been saying all this time, my issue with these other YouTubers that are talking about the show and talking about me, then talk to me. You know what I mean? At least you're here having this conversation. I don't know if that's because you're trying to grow your channel or if you would have avoided me like these other guys are. But you've done enough on your channel that I now have to have this conversation with you. Like, what's up?
Well, I don't avoid conversations, first off, like ever. That's not my personality. So I don't know if that ever came off that way or whatever the case may be. I'm sure that there are bigger, if you want to call it bigger YouTube channels that probably are avoiding you for whatever reason. I don't really know I guess I want to put like personal takes on it or whatever the case may be, but I don't avoid the conversation. I've asked you to have this conversation. It's not even about the growth of the channel. If you wanted, we could have did this not live. Like I really don't even care. I just figure I have very limited free time. I've told you this before, okay? And YouTube is like a side thing for me. So that's why I figure the only time I really have like truly dedicated time is unfortunately, yeah, it is live on Saturday at 8 p.m. That's what I have my time. But good. You want to ask a question? Good.
So what is it? What is it you're trying to get to with these videos about me and my father and my community? And you know what I'm saying? Like I'm really out here, bro.
But when did I mention your
I don't
father?
watch them. I just saw the thumbnails, right? So you have.
Well, see, that's the problem. You're not watching the videos. You're just looking at the thumbnails. And again, I've said and explained many times, YouTube culture is highly exacerbated. The thumbnails and the titles are going to be extreme. Yes, they're meant to be extreme so that people click it. That's 100% the case. But if you watch the videos, maybe you probably wouldn't be coming as hard as you are right now, which is fine. I don't care. I can handle it. But I'm just saying, like, you should probably watch the video to realize that 95% of the time, I'm criticizing your show and what your show represents. And you just overall, like your title, you're a director. You directed this show, right? That you're a director for this show?
Yeah, but what does that have to do with my being half Swiss, half Trinidad?
Because I was commenting on what people were saying regarding your background and how they don't consider you to be actually black. So that's what I was commenting on. But again, had you seen the video, you would realize I stayed on that topic for probably 5% of the video, if even that. But I did go on the topic. Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
And so see, this is the convenient take for y'all. I mean, oh,
What's
he's
the
not
convenient
black
take?
enough for this. Like any of y'all really give a fuck about the black community. But you know, what is this game that's being played here?
Well, how do you figure? So hold on. So let's double back. How do you figure we don't give a fuck about the black community?
I mean, y'all don't give a fuck about the black community. Get out of here.
But how do you figure? I'm allowed, if you're allowed to make the hold on, time out. If you're allowed to make the statement, I'm allowed to ask the question. How do you figure?
You do? What part of y'all?
Figure?
Please point me to another example of your concern for the black community outside of conveniently deciding that I'm not black enough to make this show. Is that the claim?
I've never said that.
That somehow I played a trick on my own community when the Canadian black when I was given this award by the Legacy Awards.
Are you confusing me for someone else?
We never said that. We never said that.
So you all tell me what your issue is with me.
And but that's the thing. You're taking this as a personal thing. When again, I'm going to reiterate, this has always been an attack on what you created. You are a director for this show, and what that show represents to media and entertainment as a whole currently right now. I don't know where you're coming with this black community thing. I've never I don't know why you're even assuming, first off, why you think I don't care about the black community or whatever the case may be. You're making these statements with no factual information to back it up. And then I'm asking you, why do you say that? And you're just like, well, you don't care. I'm like, but how you need to tell me why, how do I not care? How do you know that I don't care?
Let's say this. I'm generalizing. I see comments in my inbox or whatever about, oh, this is a bad representation of black. Oh, you're supporting stuff. I know when someone's grasping and trying to do a thing to try and you know what I'm saying, play a game with me. But on topic, you made these videos about me, and honestly, if it wasn't Drunk 3PO saying, yeah, he's cool, go talk to him, I wouldn't have come over here because I don't want people thinking that the way to really get at me is to come and make these kind of crazy videos about me. I'm here despite that, not because of it.
Right, I understand that, and again, I've extended the olive branch, and I appreciate that you're here. If you feel like if Drunk 3PO had to vouch for you to be here, then while I do appreciate that you're here, you don't really have to be here. I'm not forcing you to be here. I wanted to have a conversation with you. I wanted to see where it went because you have people of all kinds of races on this panel right now. They want to ask you a couple questions about yourself and your show. They do.
That's fun. That's fun.
And again, I just don't understand why you said that I don't care about the black community when you don't know anything about me to say that.
And that's fine. Yeah, I mean, if you want to grab onto that, a comment, a throwaway comment, fine. I don't know y'all.
It's not a throwaway comment though, because that's the thing. When you do comments like that, it's not a throwaway comment. It's something that you can understand.
Send me the work you've done that says you care about this community.
So right? You have to do work for the community to actively care about the people that are in it.
I mean, it helps, but that's fine. Let's deal with it. I don't want to harp too much on this, but I felt like if you all want, if there's something you want to say about me, who I am, my community, if you all want to tell me I'm not black enough to make a Robyn Hood show, you all want to get into this, then we can get into it. I mean,
I don't know where your blackness comes into. But I don't know where your blackness comes into what you created as a show. Like I said, like if you watched my videos, you would realize that I never talked about your blackness and the correlation to the show. Never once. I talked about the show and what that show represents in forms of entertainment as a whole. So again, I have no idea where this is even.
I mean, you're the one that has these videos up.
Truthfully, I know. Well, that's what I do. But it seems that you are trying to, again, just open dialogue. It seems like you're trying to bait a race bait while you're recording me with your phone. That's
no, I'm not. We're live. Like we're all live. We're live.
Yeah, we're all live. We're allowed to be live.
Bro, this has been my thing with this whole community.
Yeah.
Right? Y'all talking about the show. You talking about me. Again, where I'm from and where I've lived. You talk about a man. You talk about his business. He's gonna have a conversation about you.
Yeah. You want to talk about the show? Do you want to talk about the show?
I would love if we started off and we're just talking about the show. But again, you got videos up your channels that directly talk about me. You have you have these things like, again, oh, you're not black enough. I have a fake Afro personality. All this kind of thing, bro. Like, if you got something to say to me, bro, say it.
Well, the fake Afro personality thing, I do believe that that's a little bit leaning into it. I do, 100%. I do feel like you are leaning into it The whole
Reading
like
into
Director
what?
X personality. I understand. Listen, you're mainstream. I get it. Everybody's got a persona they got to fill. I understand that. But in terms of your overall blackness, that is not for me to say. I am not black. Okay. In case you can't tell, I have a Puerto Rican flag on my beanie for a reason. Okay. I am not black at all. All right. So that's not for me to say. Obviously, there's a lot of dialogue surrounding that. So when I read articles, when I read certain things, that's what my channel is. I read, I dissect, we talk. When I read stuff like that, yeah, there is people talking about your blackness, your history, your shit. I don't care about that, bro. I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck about that. All I care about is what you created and what that represents. And I've tailored my videos specifically to that 95+% of the time. If you had watched the videos and not just focused on the clickbaity fucking thumbnails, which serve a purpose on YouTube, and I understand you don't get the whole YouTube game, but that's fine. But if you just watch the videos, you'd realize, like, I'm talking about your show most of the time, bro. Like 95% of the time, I'm talking about your show, literally. So, but if you, again, and like I told you in the DMs, if you felt like that's a personal attack, that's not what it's been about. I even told you that off camera, because I don't have to be on camera to tell you that. Like, people think, oh, he's backtracking. No. I told you in the DMs, this is not a personal attack. This is attack against what you, if you want to consider it attack, it's against what you created and what that show represents. And you know I've sent that to you. So I told you this straight up off camera, off live, off everything. So I don't know why, again, you're mentioning, oh, you're doing this maybe to grow your channel, whatever. Everything YouTubers do is to grow their channel, bro. Everything. It doesn't matter what it is. Every little thing. Now it's you. Fucking couple months ago, we were talking about Mindy Kaling. Couple months before that, we were talking about Amazon. And brings up everything is to grow the channel, bro. So, but again, they don't take it as personal attacks. So I don't know why you're taking it as such.
So you can carve it however you want. Listen, just
what do you mean carve it? I'm just telling you what it is.
That's fine, but I take it as personal. You're talking about me personally. You're talking about my background, right? Let's be clear. I'm mixed race. I'm half Swiss. I'm half Trinidadian. I grew up in Toronto. Yeah. And part of the reality is when you're mixed race, the black community is what pulls you in. You this is say you're with us, right? I came up in hip hop, came up in R&B culture. You know what I'm saying? And this is my community. This is just what it is. This is how this fucking works. So, you know what I mean? This fake Afro, bro. Ain't no faking. I'm damn near 50. I'm well past pretending to be fucking. I'm very comfortable in my race, light-skinnedness. You know what I'm saying?